everybody! In this video, I'll be showing you about how you can set up a React app or create a React app and deploy it online by using Firebase hosting. So let's get started. So first of all, what you will need to do is you'll have to create the React app. So in order to create a React app, it's very simple. Just open up your terminal. In my case, I'm using Hyper for Windows. If you have not tried that out, I recommend you to try that out. And just make sure that you're in the correct directory. In my case, I'm inside of my folder, so I'm in the correct directory. And now what you'll have to do is you'll have to create the React app by doing npx create-react-app and then give it a name. In my case, I'm just going to call this demo app, but for you, it'll be according to whatever you're creating, okay? And then just hit enter. And now, just one more thing that I wanted to say. If it gives you some error saying, oh wait. So, I think I already have a demo app. So, no problem. I'll just call this demo app 1 or something like that. Just for a demo. Okay. And now we can just wait for this to complete. And until that gets set up, what we can do is we can just create a Firebase app. So one more thing, if you get an error while you're doing this, like npx command not found, then you'll have to download and install Node. So you can download and install Node by going to nodejs.org and just clicking this button. So that'll give you a download file. Just click on that and then just install Node. Okay? So that's good. Now, until this gets set up, again, let's just go ahead and set up Firebase. So, to set up Firebase, for those of you who don't know what Firebase is just a suite of tools provided by Google. And with the help of Firebase, we can have like a database and we can host our databases online. We're going to use the hosting tool of Firebase for hosting our React app. So go to console.firebase.google.com. If you don't have a Firebase account, you can just do that. You just need an email ID or a Gmail account and you can create it. So now it says enter your project name when you click on this add project button. So in my case, I'm just going to call this demo app 1 like that and just hit continue. But for you, it will just be whatever you're creating. Okay, and then it asks us to enable or disable Google Analytics. So in my case, I'm just going to keep it enabled. I'm not going to disable it. You can do that also. But after that, it just asks you to an account. Just do default account for Firebase or return account. Yes. Okay, let's wait for that to get up. Where did this reach? Now, when it's finishing up, so you'll just have to wait for some time here. And when it says your new project is ready, just hit continue. Okay? Like so. And now what you'll have to do is click on this web icon. Click on that. I don't know how everything that's selected. And now give your app a nickname. So in my case, again, I'm just going to call it demo app 1, but you can just call it according to what you're creating, and then also set up Firebase hosting for yourself. This is a very important step because we're using Firebase hosting. So you have to set up Firebase hosting for that. So that's clear, and then hit register app. Okay, like that. And this is still over there. And now just ignore that next. And if you have not done this step, you'll have to do that. So just copy it, go to your terminal, and just paste that. If you're on Mac or Linux, I think you'll have to include sudo if you get any errors, and then it'll ask you your password. Just enter your password, and then you'll be good to go. But on Windows, you don't have to include sudo. You can just, copy this command and just paste it inside of your terminal. And then hit next. And now it gives us these 3 things, but since our app is not yet set up, it will get set up soon. You get this message installing template dependencies using npm. It will get set up soon. So because of that, we can just hit continue console. Now we'll have to wait for this to get set up. It will get set up very fast. So it's just installing the template dependencies using npm. And then there's one more thing that runs. It's removing template dependencies using npm sync. Yep, template package. So our app should be created fast. And one more thing before I continue, that if you don't have VS Code, you'll have to install that. So I have the insiders version of VS Code and even the full version. I'm using the insiders version currently, but you can use any of these, okay? So that does not really matter for you. Okay, and now it has finished setting up if you get this happy hacking message. So when you get that happy hacking message, you can just, know that your app is set up. And now we suggest that you begin by typing cd, whatever your app name is. In my case, it's demo app 1. So what I can do is I can just copy this. So copy and then paste. Control Shift U using hyper. And then just do npm start, right? So npm start. Okay. So now what this will do is you will just run your app or spin up your app on localhost 3000. So 3000 is just another port. So right now it's starting the development server. So let's wait. And now as you can see, we get this, right? In a Chrome tab or whatever your default browser is, we get localhost 3000. That's nice. So now you'll have to wait for this to load up. And after that, we can continue. I just want to show you why I did npm start here was we're showing you how the app actually looks when you use npx create react app. So we'll get like a spinning react logo. So a spinning react logo. And then we'll get like edit source and /app.js and save to reload and then learn react. So currently, as you can see, this just got loaded up, which is very nice. Again, the app just looks like I said. So spinning React logo, this is the React logo if you guys did not know, and then edit, blah, blah, blah. So now what we'll have to do is we'll have to deploy this app online. So because this is just a demo and I just want to show you guys about how you can deploy it and create it, I'm not going to create the actual app here. But in your case, you have to create the full application and then come back to this video and then you can continue watching. Or else if you already have an app created, then you can just continue watching and you don't have to create like another app. Okay, so that's nice. So you remember those 3 commands: firebase login, firebase init, and firebase deploy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run, if you have not done this, you'll have to do firebase login. And I'm just going to hide my email ID here because it's going to show the email address. Okay, and then after that, what you'll have to do is you'll have to do firebase init. Okay, firebase init. Just wait for some time. Just 1 second. How can I hide this? One second. I'll just quit out of that and clear it up so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, firebase init. After that, run that command. I just cleared the console. It actually, showed my email ID there. So I just hit that. Now, what you'll have to do is just wait for a second. I just put out of that because I did not say what I actually did. Okay, so now it'll give you this nice UI. So select hosting. You can move, you can move through these options with the arrow keys. And for selecting an option, just click the space bar, hit the space bar. And then after you have selected hosting, click enter and then select use an existing project. Okay, and now they'll just load up all of your projects. So now just search for whatever you call your project. So in my case, I called it demo app 1. So that's right here, demo app 1, but in your case, if you call it something else, it'll be that. Then just hit enter. And this is a very important step. Instead of public, just hit backspace and just type in build. Okay? That's what you want. This is a very, very, very important step. Enter. And now it says um, configure as a single page app. Okay? So here you have to type in yes. And there we go. So now what we can do is, oh wait, I'll just open this up in a Code Insider's window. I just want to show you the structure, how the app looks and stuff like that. So let's wait for Code Insiders to open. That's just opened up. And I'm actually using WSO or Windows Subsystem for Linux. That's why we get this opening remote message. That's nice. It's activating extensions. There we go. So now this is how the file structure is. And when we type in build on the terminal, this was not there previously, okay? Only when we did firebase init and then we typed in build, right? That's when this thing came inside of here, or else it was not there. So that's good, and we just have this index.html, which when we do npm run build, right, that will go off. And we have all of these files. So we can leave that for now. And now, this is very important. Some people just forget to do this and they're like, why am I brought to this Firebase page? Okay, so you'll have to do npm run build for creating an optimized production build. So currently, we're using the development build. As you can see over here, if you have React Developer Tools, it'll give you this little icon. So if I click on that, it says this page is using the development build of React, and it says text be bigger. Okay. It says note that the development build is not suitable for production. So make sure to use the production build before deployment. And that's exactly what we are doing right now by using npm run build. And if you get this message, creating an optimized production build, basically this is just going to take a while to set up. So until then, we can just wait, and that will get set up. So yeah, don't worry, that just takes a while. So until then, yeah, it's actually putting these files inside of this build folder. First, like I said, it was just one file, index.html. Now, as you can see, there are more files coming inside, which is very good. So as I said, this is going to take a while to set up, so we'll have to wait for that to get set up. Okay, wait. Okay, that's done right now. So that's cool. Now what you'll have to do, this is the game changer. You'll have to do firebase deploy. And this will basically set up everything that we need for deploying our app. Okay, now when we click enter, our app will actually get deployed online. So let's wait. And it says deploying hosting. That's good. Now it's adding files to new version. Completed. Finalizing version. Completed. Releasing new version. Completed. And now our app is online, guys. So we can just hold Control or Command if you're on Mac, and just click on that link. And boom! This is actually the deployed app. So this is kind of like the same app, except you see this icon, right? This page is using the production build of React, and this, running in localhost 3000, is actually using the development build of React. So, also, as you can see, this URL is different. It has its own URL. So firapp-1 blah 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 .web.app. So that's really nice. We just deployed our app to Firebase, and this is the localhost version which we are running right now, and this is the deployed version. That's very nice. So thank you guys for watching, and that was all for deploying and creating your React app. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.